I stopped living the day I found out my boys were using drugs. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible road.
3 years ago, she got naloxone from Dr. Plum.
She gave me a couple of kits, and not a week later, maybe 10 days after, I found my son unconscious on the couch, and he was unresponsive. And I was very thankful I had the naloxone. I messed up the first dose, but luckily the second dose worked, and she started to come around by the time the paramedics showed up.
I just remember seeing her standing there with all the police department and everything, and she was crying.
Mitch went to rehab, where a local reporter asked him what he wanted to tell his mom.
Just that I love her, and that I appreciate everything she's done for me. And just thank you for not giving up on me.
Mitch relapsed soon after, OD'd, was revived again.
I came home and I found him unconscious on the kitchen floor, blue lips, and that time was even worse. I thought it was too late. Got the naloxone out again, and it worked again. I had to do 2 doses that time. But he did like 28 months, was doing really well. I mean, he had my old Mitch back for that period of time. So I'm just grateful that I found naloxone and it bought me 2.5 years.
That's such a great way of looking at it.
She didn't know about naloxone and couldn't save her daughter when she OD'd at home.
My naloxone story is devastating because Kenzie, I believe, would have been saved if the firefighters would have had naloxone. I mean, she had the blue lips, she was unresponsive, but I will ask myself forever, I will always wonder if she couldn't have been saved. It just breaks my heart because I think she would be here today.
I have a job at an auto body shop, and a gentleman came in one day and was complaining about how much money he had spent on his child, you know, and I said, oh, I understand, and he says, no, there's no way you understand. I says, I understand, is it drugs? And he, you know, came forward and said yes. I said, oh, believe me, I have 4 children at home who are addicts, and I asked him if he had a naloxone kit, and he told me, no, I don't need one, my daughter's clean. She's been clean about 2 months. I said, no, that's when you need it. If she relapses, you're going to need a kit at your house. I insisted he take a kit. The next morning, I was getting ready to go into work, and I get a call from my coworker that said, hey, that gentleman you gave a naloxone kit to last night? And I said, yeah. And he says, well, he was back in today and looking for the lady that gave it to him because he saved his daughter at 3 o'clock in the morning